Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how handstands are life lessons. Now, I've been on my handstand journey for the past 3 or 4 years, starting on the wall, practicing kick-ups, and eventually doing handstand push-ups pretty much on demand. Now, life is like handstands to a certain extent. We fall, we pick ourselves up, we fall again, we pick ourselves up, we keep failing and failing until we get it right. So how do we deal with the frustration and failure? How do we not get so discouraged that we give up? Well, my strategy has always been acknowledging the micro victories. That could be figuring out the right hand placement for a handstand hold, a 5-second handstand hold after 20 failed attempts, or one extra handstand push-up rep. Now, aside from acknowledging the micro victories, there's a little bit of a mind-numbing aspect that needs to be done as well. Every day isn't going to be a new personal record. As a matter of fact, most days are going to feel like regression, but you need to keep your head up and keep pushing through the pain and the failure. You need to be machine-like when it comes to getting your handstand reps in daily. Anything worth pursuing in life does not come easy. Starting a successful business, having a successful relationship, obtaining the knowledge to become an engineer, or learning a language. Learning calisthenic skills is a lot like learning a language, in my opinion. If you don't use it, you lose it. Now, if you're new to the channel, I used to live in Japan on and off for 3 years. I studied my ass off to learn Japanese in that time span. I remember getting to the point where I could have conversations in Japanese before I moved to Hawaii. But then after years of not using the language, I can barely get myself to say a sentence in Japanese now. Now, it's a similar phenomenon with handstands or any other calisthenic skill that you work on. You have to stay active. I'm a firm believer that if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I heard Kobe say this in an off-season interview back when I was playing basketball in high school, and I didn't really get it at the time. Now that I'm a little wiser and have a little more experience in life, I understand exactly what he was talking about. You have to keep your tools razor sharp at all times. Man, complacency is a motherfucker. It's been the root to most of my setbacks in life. Anytime I start smelling my own fumes or resting on my accomplishments, I've started to backslide. I remember starting my Airbnb business in Japan and being broke, hustling super hard, trying my best to make guests feel comfortable, making sure that all the I's were dotted, all the T's were crossed. With that attitude, I grew my business super fast and was always looking for ways to improve. The money started rolling in, and a few years into the business, I was making more money than I ever had, and I started feeling entitled to it. If you know anything about being an Airbnb host, being a super host is like the creme de la creme of hosts, and I was one for a long time, probably for like my first 2 years of doing Airbnb. I started slacking, getting a little lax, getting a little complacent, and I lost my super host status. I got lazy. We can develop an entitlement complex and feel like gains are just supposed to come rapidly. I've seen this with plenty of my clients I've trained over the years. The first 12 weeks, they have exponential growth, and they take their foot off the gas pedal, and then they wonder why they start regressing. You need to keep that dog mentality, like David Goggins likes to say. You gotta stay hungry. You can keep feeding a dog non-stop and he's never gonna get full. Now, one last analogy that I wanna make with handstands is how in life we can be scared to let ourselves succeed. And we can be the mental block holding ourselves back from a successful relationship or a long handstand hold. I've experienced this mental block in life and with handstands. You can have a certain type of woman that you want in your life and be on the lookout for one non-stop. One day that perfect woman falls on your lap and you find some way to screw it up. You don't know what to do at that point. Or you can be applying for your dream job and finally get an interview. But during the interview process, you freeze up and you don't get the job. Same thing happens with handstands. You worked on a technique, found the right balance between your fingers and your palms, engaged your core, and you're finally holding it. Then you panic because you're not used to letting yourself win and you fall flat on your face. Now, a lot of times we can be the biggest thing holding ourselves back in life. Let yourself get the W. Now, before I end this video, here's a few handstand tips that you can use to start your handstand journey. Number 1, the wall is your best friend. Start off with wall holds, wall presses, and balancing close to the wall. Number 2, don't be scared to fall. As a matter of fact, learning how to bail out properly is one of the most important aspects of handstands. Number 3, develop press strength with dips, push-ups, static holds like frog holds, and tuck planche holds, because pressing in the handstands with balance is a lot easier than kicking up in the handstands. Number 4, practice as much as possible. The more reps, the quicker the progress. Now, if you guys are interested in one-on-one online coaching with calisthenics, book a free consultation on my website. That's Travelsthenix.com. We can map out a blueprint for you to become the best version of yourself today. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. Put the work in on calisthenics, put the work in on handstands. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.